channel. Sorry about the disheveled look. I attempted to nap earlier and it didn't go well. I do feel a little more rested, but I didn't sleep. Yes, you read the title of this video correctly. This week's video is all about my history with the world famous MMORPG, or massively multiplayer online role-playing game, World of Warcraft. That intro was like one gigantic sentence. I am so sorry. If you don't know what World of Warcraft is, I will link the Wikipedia page down below because I don't think I can explain it, not without sounding confused, and it does confuse me a lot. The original World of Warcraft game came out in late 2004, and as of earlier this month, released its most recent expansion. My family and I have been playing since either the original or the first expansion. I'm not sure, to be honest. Either way, we've been playing for a while. A very, very long while. I have had my fair share of characters created in this game. I haven't kept them all. I currently have a total of 4 characters running. I've wanted to try out all the different races, all the different classes. I've wanted to try it all. Every time a new one comes out, I want to try it. Let me rephrase that. I've wanted to try them all on the Alliance side of things. For those that don't know, there are 2 main sides to the World of Warcraft story. There is the Alliance and the Horde. At least when it first starts, there's the Alliance and the Horde. Anyway, and I'm always on the Alliance side. What can I say? I'm a good guy to the core. I'm gonna go through my top 5 or 6 characters that I have played to extremely high levels. A couple of them I don't have anymore because, well, I'll get to that later on. But we will start off with my very first character. I made her in high school, and as you all know, I've been out of high school for 10 years now. So she was a good old character, and she lasted up until the second to last expansion. And me playing her. She didn't get deleted until a couple weeks ago. And my very first character within the game was a human mage. I know, the standing opinion is that humans are basically the worst race ever, but I kind of copied what my mom did and she made a human mage, so. My mage's name was Lacy. As most of you know, my online persona is Lacy, and I wanted to include that in my character. But Lacy straight up was taken, so I got creative with all of my characters. You'll see what I mean as we go along. I don't have Lacy anymore, but I did reach level 90 with her and felt quite accomplished. Like I said, I will explain later on why I don't have her anymore. My second character was a Night Elf Druid, mainly because that's my sister's preferred race and her preferred class. And I wanted to see what the excitement was about. I did really like my Night Elf Druid. Her name was Lysander. And she also no longer exists, but she got to level 91 before I stopped playing her. It was fun to see why my sister had so many, you know, different Night Elf characters and why she liked the race so much, but it just ultimately wasn't enough to hold my attention. After Lysander came the discovery of my favorite race. In late 2012, Blizzard released the expansion Mists of Pandaria, and with it came the Pandaren race. Basically, they're giant panda bears who seriously kick ass with all sorts of mixed martial arts. And with them, they also brought the class of monks. The thing with Pandarians was, unlike the other races, they were neutral. For the starting levels, for the first, I think it's 15 levels, you're not on the Alliance side or the Horde side. You are doing your own thing. Once you get past those beginning levels, those like 15 levels, it's either 12 or 15, I can't remember, you get to pick which side you're going to be on. I loved that idea. It was just so much fun to, you know, go through those levels, not having to worry about whether I'm gaining, you know, reputation with Horde, you know, classes or Alliance classes, you know, Alliance, you know, these different groups, not worrying about that, just going along and doing my thing and learning my character. I have 3 Pandaren characters, the first being a monk, because I wanted to try it out, the next being a rogue, and the third being a mage. Don't judge me, I love magic, if you only knew. My monk was my step into the Pandaren world. Her name is Emissaris. I know, it sounds weird. It's actually another language. I can't remember what language. I think it's Italian. But I mixed together the words for lace and silver, if I recall correctly, to come up with Emissaris' name. I wanted something really unique for this character and decided to go beyond the English language for that. Because, you know, a lot of people, they come up with unique twists and turns for English words and all that, you know, and English names and everything. And I just wanted to step outside the box, especially since, you know, the region I play in is, you know, the Americas and everything. So I wanted to step outside of that. And Emissaris was just, she's just where I went with that. I love the fact that it's unique and it's a name people remember. And I had more than that. And learning how to play a monk was just so much fun. I mean, you think monk, you think, oh, it's a monk, it's not gonna, you know, it's not gonna be that great because, you know, monks are known for being peace-loving, and watch Marco Polo if you want to destroy that delusion. 100 Eyes, all I have to say. He's awesome. So the monk class in World of Warcraft is a lot like that, you know, kick-ass, mystical martial arts stuff like that. It is so awesome. I absolutely loved it. After Emissaris came my rogue, Butterlace. Don't ask about her name. She was created at 3 in the morning after about 4 hours of sleep within 36 hours. So I was, woohoo! I wasn't changing it because mainly I didn't want to. I was too lazy to come up with an actual name that didn't sound like a 4-year-old came up with it, so Butterlace it was. Butterlace was created because I wanted to try out the rogue class and see what it was all about. I love it so much. For a while, Butterlace actually became my main character, the one I was playing all the time. She's the first one I hit level 100 with and completed the Legion expansion with. And my favorite thing about being a rogue is the stealth. I mean, all these areas that my mages and my monks and my druids, you know, well, not my druid because my druid could go stealth too, but all these other characters that had such trouble getting through areas because they had to stop and fight every 5 seconds, my rogue and even my druid, they could just stealth their way through and none the wiser. Granted, it does cut down on the amount of XP you get, but trust me, you make up for that. After Butterlace came my most recent Pandaren, and that is LacyRomanWolf. She is my Pandaren mage, and the character that got the level boost with the newest expansion. If you don't know, with all expansions for the last 3 or 4, I think, you have the option of taking one of your characters and boosting it to the lowest required level to play the new expansion. So LacyRomanWolf was the one who got the boost. She was in the 50 levels when I pre-purchased Battle for Azeroth, the newest expansion. And I found I'd gotten bored with the questing and I was stuck in between dungeons and I couldn't bring myself to keep playing her no matter how much I liked the mage class. So instead of getting rid of her, as I am wont to do when a character begins to bore me, as horrible as that sounds, I gave her the boost to level 110 and got back to playing her. It was so much fun playing a mage at that high a level. I do regret from time to time boosting her and not letting her level on her own because it's difficult to figure out the spells and the, you know, everything that's changed between, you know, it was a 60-something level change that I thrust upon her, and it's like, oops. But nothing I can do now. It's, you know, it's fine. But I did love falling in love with the mage class again. It was so much fun. And honestly, if I had to pick my top 3 favorite classes, it would be my Pandarens, my monk, my rogue, and my mage. They're just so much fun. They're so diverse from each other, but they're so, it's just, oh, it's so much fun. With the new expansion having just come out, I've been playing the game a lot more. And I do mean a lot more. I had to get all 3... I had to get Emissaris and Butterlace to 110 to be ready for the expansion. I had to relearn LacyRomanWolf because of her boost. And I made the decision to delete my first 2 characters. Here's why. Creating my Pandarens, I lost interest in my human and my night elf. Not that I didn't like the characters anymore, I just wasn't playing them. I think I went 3 years without playing Salacy, and about 4 with Lysander. And that's a long time going without playing them and not knowing the characters. I think I would have had to, if I wanted to keep them, I would have had to start the races and the classes over from the beginning to relearn the characters, and I just wasn't willing to do that. I decided it was either time to, you know, get back into them or move on, and I just wasn't into playing any race outside of a Pandaren. And I'm not sorry about that, but it was hard. It was hard deleting them. It took a lot of, you know, thinking and decision. I know you're all probably thinking, girl, get over yourself. They're just video game characters. But let's remember the thought and consideration I put into my original characters, and is it really that surprising I put that much thought and care into my World of Warcraft characters? I mean, really. My other character that I'm currently playing, I wanted to try out a new class again, but I didn't want to, you know, start from scratch and go from there. So I cheated slightly. I've played a Death Knight before, but I didn't really care for it. So this time around, I chose to play a Death Knight, not a Death Knight, a Demon Hunter. And the race I chose for it was a Night Elf, if only because you can't choose a Pandaren, which makes me really irritated. But, so I have started working with my Demon Hunter. I like that you start off at level 98, and then, you know, you're also doing a little bit of a backstory before you get thrust into, you know, the hell that is currently going on. But I don't know if I'm going to stick with it, because, again, it's not a Pandaren, and it's a very weird class to play. I'm going to admit that. I mean, I know a lot of people love, you know, the Demon Hunters and the Death Knights and those types of things, you know, because they're controversial and all that, but I don't know how I feel about, you know, just working with that character. I mean, it's different, and obviously I'm going to give it some more time. I'm not even at level 110 yet, so I think I'm going to give it to level 110 to see how I feel about it, and then, you know, we'll decide. I know there are a lot of Warcraft players out there, and since it's been such a huge part of my life for so long, I wanted to share it with everyone. I don't see my liking for the game ever ending. It's just got so many new things every time they bring out a new expansion or new patches, and it always pulls me back in. No matter how many times I tell myself, okay, it's a video game, it's taking up a lot of room on your computer, you don't want to play it anymore. I've tried to quit. It doesn't work. Once you're in, you're in. Welcome to the World of Warcraft Mafia. Enjoy your stay. And that is our video for this week. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. If you've ever seen any of my tunes, I am on the Anvilmar server in the Americas region. If you want to be friends on Battle.net, let me know. Put your handle down below or message me with it if you don't want it in public. All of my social media handles are linked down in the description below, along with my blog. If you want to read the post that goes along with this video, feel free to private message me on any one of those. If you want to be friends on Battle.net or in WoW, let me know. I'd love to play with you guys. I'd love to play with more people because my sister's mean. And we do play together, but it's very much, you know, straightforward to the point, get done what we need to get done, whereas I like, you know, bit-bopping around and talking to people and everything. I've got a couple of friends on there who I honestly spend more time talking to them than I do playing with them, so as always, please hit the like button if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload, so you can stay up to date with my videos, and I will see you next week with another character breakdown. Bye!